Hello, this is Noah Rosenfield, and today I am demoing my contributions to an open source project for Gauntlet AI's Week 7 Million Line Codebase Challenge. The goal for this project was to make two meaningful contributions to an open source repository with at least a million lines of code to demonstrate the ability to do agentic development in a legacy codebase while adhering to the existing standards and architecture. I selected the Audacity audio editor as my open source project of choice because it's an application that I use fairly regularly for common audio tasks such as splitting up sound effects, noise removal, EQ, and basic compositing of audio stems. Additionally, we can see that the raw repo contains around 1.5 million lines of code, and the project in the past year only has about a dozen contributors, and you can see some of these are actually, pretty small number of commits. So really only a few really active people committing to this repository. So it seemed like a place that I could jump in and actually help out a little bit. So we have a demo build up and running via Xcode off of our local branch. And for the first feature, I chose to add JSON export option for audio track labels. This was a feature request from the Audacity community to support the Podcast 2.0 JSON spec, which allows for easy annotation of episode chapters for your podcast. So to demo this, we're going to create a new label track, and then we're going to add some labels at key points. So I'll go ahead and just pretend we've got one here. Oh, actually, we've already got a label track, and we only need one. So we'll add a new one. We can call this, chapter 1, and I'll put one at the end here, and we'll call that, chapter 4, the end. And then just to make sure that we did a good job here, I also have a really ugly label string that we're going to put as a span here across the middle, and it's got all sorts of nasty special characters in it. And we'll parse those appropriately, and we should still get a functioning JSON file as our final export. So from here, we can go into File, Export Other. Let's see, maybe I need to select it. We should be able to export the labels. File, Export, Label. There we go. I have to select the label track in order to export it. So from here, we now have this new export option, the podcast chapters JSON type. So we'll select that and change our extension to JSON and save it in our labels test as labels1. And when we come over into Cursor and we open up our labels1 JSON, we'll see here we have those start time, the start time for each chapter, and we have that proper parsing of that really potentially problematic label string. For the second feature that I chose, this one is the truncate silence option. So this effect is already pre-existing, but previously the effect would find all silence in a selected track and remove it. And the community noted that this was sort of an unexpected usage of the word truncate, as that usually refers only to the beginning or the end, not the middle. And while many users do want to trim silence from the start and end, it's kind of unlikely that they want to remove all silence from all portions of a track, as there are likely dramatic pauses or other silences in either a vocal or an instrumental track. So we added some more granularity to the truncate silence option. So if we select our audio track here, and then we go to Effect, Special, Truncate Silence, we have our checkbox. So by default, I've already used this option, that's why this was unchecked. By default, all the checkboxes are checked at the beginning, so we're maintaining the expected functionality for existing users. But we have also added this option to be able to uncheck the remove silence from middle. And when we apply this, you'll see up here, we're going to truncate the beginning and the end, but keep all of these middle sections. And again, if I come back up here, truncate silence, and if I select that, you'll see it's going to merge all that. Oh, sorry again. Select that, effect, special, truncate silence. Oh, the duration. That's why my duration threshold was too small. So if I set the duration to 0 so that it picks up all of those gaps, let's see, I guess maybe I need to have what, 0.1? Okay, doesn't like it if it's fully 0. So we'll go 0.01. There we go. Remove silence from the middle, and you'll see we get that as well. So we pushed these two PRs. go back over here. And on our first PR for the JSON chapters, we got a very nice thank you for the submission, and we got some suggestions around how to adhere to Audacity standards a little better. And we made those changes. We pushed this back up, and we're waiting for our review. And on our second feature, we've pushed this up, and we're still waiting on that initial review. All in all, this has been a great opportunity to add some really helpful features to a product that I'm already a big fan of, and it's been a really enjoyable experience to now be a contributor on an open source repository. Thanks for watching.